So first of all, let's just check ourselves in. Let's become aware of our bodies. Let's deliberately move our posture. Move and deliberately push your seat back, your buttocks back into the seat. And let's kind of just become aware of our body. Just close our eyes and become aware of our feet touching the floor and our buttocks touching the chair. And just check in with ourselves and become aware of our spine going upwards and our body going downwards, and just drop into our bodies, just arrive here and be here. And now think smile, think enegri, think smile. And let's open our eyes and with this feeling, pick up the prayers in front of you and mindfully pick the prayers up and have a look at the first prayer, which we now have some idea of the meaning of the prayer. I am not going to engage, for as much as I can remember, in negative activities like lying or stealing or harming others, or either physically or mentally or through physical. And I'm going to strive to to do the opposite of these things in order that I reduce the amount of negativity that I'm engaged in. And that not only am I going to do this in order that I help myself, but I'm going to do this in order that I can help those around me, those near and dear and close to begin with, and then colleagues and acquaintances and so on. And then having a look at the second prayer, the second 4 lines. May all beings be free from suffering. And remembering that all beings includes me. May I and all other beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May I and all other beings be happy and experience the causes for happiness and so on. So this is about you, and it's about your relationship with those around you. So with that in mind, we'll recite these prayers. Doesn't matter whether you're a Buddhist or not. If you're a Buddhist, then you're, if you like, reaffirming your commitments. If you're not, then you're simply kind of considering how your behavior is and what you can do to help it and change it. So this is like a reminder to break the habits that control your life, and the habits that you have no idea are controlling your life. And the purpose of what we're doing here is to uncover those things in order that you can see clearly what's happening and that you can eventually do something about it. In other words, change your behavior through the recognition of what is going on inside you and around you as a result of your behavior. So if you don't know the Tibetan, read the English. If you do know the Tibetan, recite the Tibetan. If you want to join in, please join in. But the choice is yours. You choose how you want to go about this. The main thing for me is that this sort of pokes at your subconscious and conscious mind in relation to your personal behavior. So the purpose of this is to engage your body, speech and mind. So posture, reciting the prayer, understanding the meaning. And if you're a Buddhist, then you imagine that your teacher and everyone is present as you reaffirm your commitment not to kill or steal or lie, but to preserve life and to tell the truth as best as you can, not to do harm, and so on and so on, to save life. But that's the purpose. So if you're a Christian, you can imagine Jesus and all the disciples and Mother Mary, and if you're a Muslim, you can have the Prophet in mind, and so on. And if you're an atheist, then just have what you want to have in your mind. It's not really. The main thing is that it helps. So now let's ground our body. Let's first of all just check in with ourselves and see how we're feeling right now, if any of what's happened has made any sense, or if you don't think it's necessary or whatever. And just become aware of your body once again, resting on the chair. Have your hands, your feet, your spine. Your head and your facial expression. And once again, think smile. Think inegri. Inegri is the Mongolian word for smile. And if you say inegri, you can't help but smile. You have to smile to say it. And just allow this feeling of warmth or whatever arises in you to permeate your body. And then raise your hands out in front, palms facing downwards. As you do these things, just be aware of all of the things that are happening and bring your attention to what's happening. Meditation and mindfulness is quite simple. You just pay attention to what you're doing, wherever you are, whenever you're doing it. That's it. Now, being aware of our hands in front of us, our arms, and the weight of our arms. And becoming aware of our body as a whole, and aware of our breath coming in. And breathing in through the nose and out through the nose, unless you have a blocked nose, and then, of course, you need to be breathing through the mouth. And just resting in this awareness of my body and my breath, and of this warmth from the smile. And then aware of your breath, in particular now. And we're going to take a long, slow, deep breath in, and as we do so, we're going to tighten up the muscles in our arms all the way up to our shoulders, neck, face. And so now taking a long, slow, deep breath in. And as you do so, tightening the muscles in your fingers, hands, wrists, lower arms, upper arms, shoulders. Bring your shoulders up to your head and screw your face up. And when you reach the length of your in-breath, hold the breath. Just holding the breath for a few moments. And then releasing the breath and slowly relaxing the muscles all the way down to the shoulders, out through the arms, to the tips of the fingers, opening the hands and spreading the fingers like a starfish. And then placing your arms back down. And once again, doing this carefully and mindfully, paying attention to the movement of your arms going down, and aware of any sensations that are affecting your hands, for instance, the coolness of the air, and so on. And paying attention to those movements and using them as part of your practice. Now continuing to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose, and bringing your awareness to your breath once more. Following the breath in and following the breath out, allowing it to breathe itself. Not trying to change anything, just allowing things to arise as they are, as they happen. Don't try to control the breath at the moment in any way whatsoever. Allowing the breath to breathe itself. And once again, taking a long, slow, deep breath in, filling your abdomen, going up into the diaphragm and into the chest, and filling your whole torso up with your breath. So a long, slow, deep breath in. Then holding your breath and at the same time pushing your muscles out. Pushing the muscles at the diaphragm and the lower back out and holding them. And then once again, relaxing the muscles and breathing out, a long, slow, deep breath out, aware of the sensations as you do so, paying attention to what's happening, and just settling into this. Settling into the breathing once more. Allowing the breath to breathe itself. Just breathing naturally, breathing normally. Normally means just as it's arising, without altering it in any way whatsoever. Simply resting in the awareness of your breathing. Now this time, for those who are sitting in the chair, raise your heels off the floor. If this is okay for you. And resting your legs on the ball of your foot and your toes. Aware of the breath coming in and the breath coming out. And this time taking a long, slow, deep breath in and tightening the muscles in the ankles, in the calves, the knees, the thighs and the buttocks. So now taking a long, slow, deep breath in, tightening up the calves, the knees, the thighs, the buttocks, and then holding the muscles and holding your breath at the end of the in-breath. And then relaxing and releasing. And then once again, becoming aware of your breath. And just reflecting on how this has affected you. How is my body right now? How is my mind right now? Has this helped? Has this made any difference? And now becoming aware of our whole body. And aware of the fingers and toes in particular, and very gently moving your fingers, and moving your toes, and in the arms and legs, and moving your torso, and slowly opening the eyes and becoming aware of the space around you and those around you, and just settling into being present right here, right now.